we are looking at chapter 7, which is basically perimeters and areas, okay, and also volumes. Right, question 1. It says a piece of rope is wound around a cylindrical pipe 18 times. If the diameter of the pipe is 600 millimeters, how long is the rope? So, draw a diagram. We know that the diameter is 600 millimeters, okay, of this cylindrical pipe. Okay, of this cylindrical pipe, and there's a rope that wraps around 18 times. So first of all, and it asks us how long is the rope. First of all, we're going to find the perimeter or the circumference of this circle. Okay, now circumference is equal to this formula, pi times d, which is the diameter. Okay, so first of all, it's going to be pi times 600 millimeters. Okay, and this is going to equal 185 millimeters, okay, as the circumference. Then, to find the length of the rope, I'm now going to multiply this by 18, and this gives me 33,929 millimeters. Okay, so that's how I work that out. So the main thing here is circumference equals pi times d. Right, next question. Find the perimeter and area of this shape. So let me draw this shape for you. Okay, the shape looks something like this. Right, this is 6 centimeters. Okay, it's a right angle. This is 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 9 centimeters. Okay, now it's not drawn to scale. Find the perimeter first. So we can basically, you can say 6 centimeters plus 9 centimeters. This is 9 centimeters as well, plus another 9 centimeters, plus 1, plus 1. Okay, plus this. Now, this is going to be half of the circumference of this circle with this diameter. Now, this diameter is equal to 6 minus 1 from these. That's 4 centimeters. So, I'm going to say plus pi times 4 divided by 2. Okay? So that's approximately 6.3. So if I added all that together, 6 plus 9 plus 9 plus 1 plus 1 plus 6.3. The total length, if I do that on a calculator, is going to be 30.3 centimeters. Okay, so that's how we solve that one. And now it says the area of this shape. So first of all, I'm going to work out the area of this rectangle minus half the area of this circle. So the area of the rectangle is equal to 6 times 9, and that's equal to 54 centimeters squared. Now, the area of the circle is equal to this, pi r squared, okay, or pi times d over 2 squared, and that's equal to pi times 2 squared, which is 12.6 centimeters squared. But I only need half of this, so this is going to be, so half of the area is going to be 6.3 centimeters squared. So the total answer is going to be 54 minus 6.3 and that's equal to 47.7 centimeters squared. Okay? And that's how we answer that question. So just to be aware of, if this is new to you, the area of the circle is equal to pi times r squared, or pi times d over 2 squared, and r is half the diameter. Okay? Right. Next question. It says a 400 meter running track has two straight sections, so like this, both of length 120 meters, okay, and two semicircular ends. Calculate the total length of the curved sections of the track. So we know that the total length is 400 meters. So let's do 400 minus 2 times 120 to give us these two lengths here. So 400 minus 240 is 160 meters. So we know 160 has to equal these two. So I'm going to do 160 divided by 2, which is 80 meters. Okay? So 80 meters here, 80 meters there. Right, calculate the total length of the curved sections of the track. It's 160 meters, the total length. Calculate D. So this is D, the distance between the parallel sections of the track. Now, we know that this is 108. This is 80, one side of the semicircle, and then we know the other side is also 80. So the circumference is equal to 160 meters, but we know the formula for circumference is pi times d. Okay, and in this case, what the question is asking us is for d, so we can do 160 divided by pi gives us d. And the answer is 51 meters. Okay? Now, next question. A large conference table, so I'm going to show you this. That's what it looks like. A large conference table is made from 4 rectangular sections and 4 corner sections. Each rectangular section is 4 meters long and 1.2 meters wide. So these lengths here is 1.2 meters wide. Each corner section is a quarter of a circle, the radius 1.2 meters, and we know this length is 1.2 meters. Each person at the conference table requires 1 meter of its outside perimeter. Calculate the greatest number of people who can sit around the outside of the table. Show all your working. Okay, so let me just draw this for you. Okay, so we've got something like this. Okay, so we've got 4 rectangles, tables like this. We know that this length is 4 meters, this length is 1.2 meters, and we know, let me just check, okay, that's fine. Right, that's all the information we have, and asks us how many people can sit around the table if every person requires 1 meter. Okay, so first of all, we can add up the rectangular sides. So we can say 4. I'm just going to 4 times 4, which is equal to 4 times 4. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, this is going to be 16 meters. Now, each one of these sides is 1.2 meters, and they make up a quarter of a circle. that means the radius is 1.2 meters of the circle it makes up. So we can now work out the circumference of this circle using pi times d, which is equal to pi times 2r, which is equal to pi times 2 times 1.2, which is 7.5 meters. So 7.5 meters plus 16 meters. So basically the total length of these 4 semicircular sections is 7.5 meters. So we can do 16 meters plus 7.5, okay, equals 23.5 meters. So that means 23 people can sit around the table. Okay, so that's the answer to that one. Right, next question. The largest possible circle is drawn inside a semicircle as shown in the diagram. The distance AB is 12 centimeters. Find the shaded area. So, in order to do this one, first of all, let me just draw this out for you again. So we have a semicircle like this, okay, with a full circle in there. You know, this is 12 centimeters. Okay, and asks us to work out the area of this shaded area. So, first of all, we can say the area is equal to a half, and I'm working out for the semicircle areas, half times pi times r squared. Yes? And this would be the area of the total semicircle. Now the r in this case is going to be 6 centimeters because 12 centimeters is the diameter. So this is going to be half pi times 6 squared, okay, which is 56.5 centimeters squared. Now, that is the total area of this. Now I'm going to work out the area of this circle here. And basically it's going to be the radius. This length here is also going to be 6 centimeters because if we, you know, cut this in half, 12, and we rotated this around, that would be 6 centimeters. So, but the diameter is 6 and not radius, so the radius is going to be 3 centimeters. So, area of smaller circle is pi times 3 squared. And this is equal to 28.3 centimeters squared. But I just want half of that, and the reason is because I'm gonna half this to give me this area here, and I'm gonna half this to give me this area here, and I'm gonna multiply this minus this to give me the area of the shaded area. So this 56 divided by 2 equals 28.25 centimeters squared is this area, because this is this area here, and then this is this area here. So 28.3 divided by 2 is, this is 14.15 squared. Now I'm going to now minus this area from this to give me this area. And this equals 28.25 minus 14.15 equals equals 14.1 centimeters squared. So that's the answer to that bit. Then it says find the perimeter of the shaded area. So we can work out half of the perimeter. Okay, so the next bit says find the perimeter of the shaded area. So this time I'm going to work out the circumference of half of this circle. So, pick another piece of paper. So I'm going to say circumference equals pi times d. D is 12, so pi times 12 equals 37.7 centimeters, but I only want half of the circumference. In fact, no, in this case I want a quarter. This bit here, because it's asking us the perimeter of this shaded area. So I'm going to times a quarter to this. This gives me 9.42 centimeters. So I know now this length perimeter is 0.42 centimeters, and I just need to find this dotted area now. Okay, so this area. So in order to work out that area, I'm going to half the circumference of the smaller circle. Now the diameter of the smaller circle is 6 centimeters, so circumference of smaller circle is pi times d, and d is 6 centimeters. Okay, 18.8 centimeters, but I only want half of it, so I'm going to do half of that. This equals 9.4 centimeters. Now, then, I'm just going to add 9.4 to my 9.42. That's my answer. So 9.42 centimeters plus 9.4 gives me 18.82 centimeters as the perimeter. Okay, so that's some practice of using the formula pi r squared and pi times d.